The questions are about the simple present, simple future, and simple past tenses. Let's have a brief discussion about these tenses and the correct answers to the questions. The first question is about the simple present tense. I hope you know that one of the uses of the simple present tense is to express habitual or repeated actions. We usually use adverbs of frequency such as always, often, sometimes, and so on to indicate that the action happens repeatedly. Therefore, if you want to express activities that happen either regularly or occasionally, you are supposed to use the simple present tense. Note that the form of the simple present tense is subject plus verb 1. Examples: we usually play football, I sometimes visit my friend. Therefore, the correct answer to question number 1 is, he often does his homework after dinner. The simple future is used to express actions that will take place at a particular time in the future. The form of the simple future is subject plus will plus verb 1. In the simple future tense form, future time indicators such as tomorrow, next Monday, next month, next year, after 2 hours, after 2 days and so on are usually used to indicate future time. Example: Sarah will start work next month, I will call you tomorrow. These examples show that the actions will happen at a particular time in the future. Therefore, the correct answer for question number 2 is, we will have English class this afternoon. The simple past is used to talk about actions completed at a particular time in the past. The form of the simple past is subject plus verb 2. We often add past time indicators such as yesterday, last night, last week, last month, last year, before 2 days, before 3 months, 3 days ago, and so on to sentences in the simple past tense form to show that the actions were completed in the past. Example: he went to London last week, Lily bought a nice car yesterday. In these statements, last week and yesterday are used in simple past tense forms to show the actions were completed in the past. Therefore, the correct answer for question number 3 is, I took 2 cups of coffee last night. The prepositions at, in, and for are possible answers based on how they are used. Work at show the location where somebody works. The person may not necessarily be an employee of the bank. Examples: he works at a bank as a cashier. That means he is a bank employee. We can also say, she works at a bank. She sells fast food for the bank workers. Here, she is not a bank employee. Work in, as well, shows the location where somebody works. Likewise, the person may not necessarily be an employee of the bank. Example: he works in a bank as a branch manager. That means he is a bank employee. Or, it is possible to say, she works in a bank. She sells fast food for bank employees. Here, she is not the employee of the bank. Work for shows that the person is an employee of a bank. The person who works for a bank may not necessarily work in a bank. Example: he works for a bank. This statement means that the person is an employee of a bank. Or, it is possible to say, she works for a bank. She is a legal officer appearing in courts representing the bank. Here, the location of her office may not be in the building of the bank.